everyone, and welcome to my in-depth review for Cars 3. Before we get started, there will be spoilers, so if you haven't seen Cars 3 yet, you should click off this video. But you can check out my spoiler-free review if you want. Okay, let's get into this. So, as I said in my spoiler-free review, Cars 3 is so reminiscent of Cars, and I love it. This was definitely the sequel Cars needed, Cars deserved. I don't even know where Cars 2 came from. First off, the first thing I want to talk about is the beginning of the movie. Basically, we get a little montage of Lightning and some of the other racers that he's been racing against. And their relationship is completely different from the relationship that Lightning has had with other racers. They're actually friends and they pull pranks on each other and stuff. It's really cool, but at the same time, I feel that they were kind of too buddy-buddy. I'm talking mainly towards their actual racing, because off the racetrack, it really doesn't matter. They could be friends with anyone. But on the track, it really seemed like they were too friendly with each other. And it was almost like they were taking turns winning and giving each other chances to win. I don't know, maybe I would have kind of liked the beginning a little more if throughout the rest of the movie, they spent more time kind of developing the characters of the other racers, which I can't even remember their names, so that kind of tells you right there. Fast forwarding a bit in the movie to when Lightning meets the cars that trained Doc and everything. It was kind of the same situation to me. They didn't really come about until halfway through the movie, and really what we got was a training montage rather than actual character development for them. And it's kind of sad. I was looking forward to those guys because they were all based on actual racers from back in the day, and one of them was even voiced by who they represented. So I thought that was neat, and I hoped that they would be more involved in the movie, and sadly they weren't. But I mean, I get it. They only have so long the movie can be, and they want to focus on certain plot points. But the new character that they did spend time on and that we did get to see a lot of was Cruz Ramirez. And I actually really liked her. At first, I thought she was kind of weird, and the training techniques she was using on Lightning was really, really odd. And I feel like the whole movie, Lightning's age was really exaggerated, and it's everyone was kind of assuming or acting like he was way older than he actually is. But learning more about her and about her backstory and everything, I definitely started to like her a lot more. I will say though, when she was explaining her backstory to Lightning, I think Pixar missed an opportunity there to do kind of what they did in Toy Story 2. They could have added a song and made the whole scene a lot more heart-wrenching by actually showing what happened rather than her just explaining it. Or they didn't even really need a song per se. Just a flashback would have been good enough. But yeah, that just seemed like kind of a missed opportunity. So from the trailers for Car 3, I actually was kind of disappointed because they started off with a great trailer of just showing Lightning crash and like nothing else. But the other trailers definitely show way too much of the movie, in my opinion. So much to where going into the movie, I could pretty much see what was gonna happen. But surprisingly enough, the ending was actually quite a bit different than what I was expecting. And I was honestly really happy at what Lightning did. Again, very reminiscent of Cars 1. Lightning pretty much gives up his chance to win for someone else. Of course, in Cars 3, that's being Cruz. He pretty much just gives her chance to race, and she won. And I loved seeing the ending where Lightning just decides to be her mentor and basically train her. The one thing that kind of messed up the ending for me is when basically Lightning won the race technically, and he was able to choose when he wanted to quit. I thought he was actually going to be like, well, I'm going to quit now, but at my own accord because I want to. But instead he said he's going to keep racing, which is kind of odd to me because the next things we see is him mentoring Cruz Ramirez. So I don't know, I just thought that whole thing was a little odd to me, that after the whole movie it's like he basically learned nothing and was like, no, I'm gonna keep losing. And then the fact that we don't even see him race in the end there at all. It's like if that one simple line would have been changed, it would have made the whole scene, the whole ending a lot better. But I did think it was really interesting that at the end of the movie, Lightning ended up getting a paint job like Doc Hudson. I thought it was neat. Throughout the movies, Lightning goes through like a few changes in his paint job. But at first, it did feel really weird seeing him in black. Just because, I'm so used to seeing him red. But I did like it. Of course, I liked the paint job he got in Radiator Springs in Cars 1 a lot better. But it's all good. So, with all that being said, I'm giving Cars 3 6 Mickeys. Thanks for watching, and see you guys next time.